Hello, my name is Abe, and welcome back to Enter the Gungeon. Last run, what was the last run? Last run was that's right, Mega Hand, Bouncy Bullets, Angry Bullets. We also had the BSG, if I'm remembering it correctly, which ended up being a good run for room clearing. And I remember vaguely that we didn't really have a very good boss killer, unlike the run previous to that run, where we ended up having Yari launcher, backup gun, and double vision, and we were killing everything extremely quickly. Bosses would die in like 6 seconds or so. But yeah, last run, definitely a good room clearing run, not a very good boss clearing run. Didn't I also pick up the Huntsman on that run? Forcibly picking up the Huntsman and making it a little bit more difficult of a run for basically no reason. I wish that there was a better reason to spawn LJ on that 10th level of Curse. I know it's a penalty. It's supposed to be a penalty. It's supposed to be adding to the difficulty of it, but I also just hate how you don't really get anything out of it if you're doing a cursed mode run. Well, you get a little bit of money, but it's substantially more difficult, and I'd rather just, you know, not have that difficulty, even if it means I'm not gonna get the extra money out of it. It's just, I wish that there was something that you got on top of LJ that would kind of help to offset it. Again, knowing that it's supposed to be a penalty, I still think that there could be something else. Something else, because there's not really a point on a run like this, on a run where you are specifically playing on cursed mode. There's not really that much of a point in spawning LJ. Unless, of course, you're just specifically doing it just to make it more difficult, like I did it on the last run. I picked up the Huntsman specifically because I thought to myself, you know what? Let's pick up the Huntsman. Let's spawn an LJ and have a good time with it. And we had a good time. It ended up being a nice run. Again, bosses were a little bit of a pain in the ass because we didn't really have anything going on for us there, but the room clearing was pretty damn good. I like runs like that. Like the Yari launcher run that we had previously was really good at killing bosses. The Mega Hand run was really good at clearing out rooms. Well, the Mega Hand BSG Bouncy Bullets run. Come on. I should have gone this way to begin with because I do not want to have to deal with the AK-47 Bullet Kim. Positioning on rooms is something that I'm understanding is a little bit more important than I maybe gave it credit for in the past. But the problem is with a lot of rooms, there's a lot of rooms. There's a lot of rooms in Gungeon. You know, I haven't played 100 million hours of Gungeon. I haven't memorized every single room layout, so I don't know walking in the door where I should be standing. There's a lot of rooms, like that room that we just had, where you don't see it all that often. And there are a lot of rooms in the game that you see basically every single run. Like, there's 3 different fireplace rooms, there's only a few different big rooms in the oubliette, and you see those very frequently. But like this room is just like a standard room. I don't really remember it, this room in particular. Like, have I seen this room recently? I don't know, I don't remember. But anyways, yeah. I like it when runs have personality. Who knows what this run will end up being, just because, oh, you're just starting it, and it does take a while for things to really pop off. I wish that you didn't have guaranteed boss gun drops. I wish that wasn't a thing, because if that wasn't a thing, then I wouldn't really have a reason to not open the chests. I could open well, I mean, they're brown chests, I'm not gonna open these, but if there was a green chest, I could just open it and see what's inside of it. I don't have to wait. Would allow me not only to have maybe a different gun or an item for the boss fight itself to make it a little bit more fun, easier potentially, but it would also just be a little bit nice to know where the run is heading potentially. No. I definitely feel, I feel a little bit off right now in Gungeon. Not only playing, but commentary as well. It's been a few days since I played, and it always takes me a minute, not a minute, it takes me a little while to get into the swing of things. I gotta be playing every day. Else I get into this situation where I'm like, oh, I feel a little iffy in my play and my commentary, and then I start worrying about it, and then I start not talking as much. But maybe that's a good thing. Valentine's Day was yesterday. I didn't do anything special, but hung out with a friend for his birthday. Bunch of folks got together. We ended up just ordering wings and eating macaroni and cheese. Because the way he explained it was, if you just order wings and eat a bunch of wings, then the next day you feel funny. You feel like, oh, I shouldn't have eaten so many wings. But if you eat something to go along with the wings, then it's okay. Then you feel a little bit better about it. And so he's like, I would really like to eat some macaroni. Nudge, nudge, pointing to me like, you should make food to go along with the wings that we're gonna order. It's like, okay, well, I don't mind cooking, I'll make food. So we made a big batch of macaroni and it was very delicious. I think he's right, I think he's onto something there. If you eat wings, if you got a lot of wings, you gotta add something along with it. This is not the right way. It kind of balances out a little bit. You're not just eating one food for a meal. You should never eat one food for a meal. I have been making a lot of breakfast lately, and let me tell you, it is delicious as hell. Like, I've been, not only am I proud of myself for actually cooking myself breakfast, because normally I'm not a big breakfast eater. I will just not eat breakfast and then eat a sandwich for lunch or something, but I've been making breakfast, make myself some waffles, some sausage, some eggs, and it's tasty, and I've been doing it like for a month. And it's a nice way to start your day. You gotta eat breakfast. It reminds me of bananas I need to eat. Yeah, had a, oh, no. Accidentally fired the wrong gun. I thought I was charging up the anvil and I wanted to take one shot at the wall. I'm looking for the secret room because I do want to find the secret room, see if I can get a key, and then I can buy muscle relaxant. Muscle relaxant's not a very good pickup immediately, but it is good for the future because honestly, it's relatively likely, potentially likely, that we will be able to pick up a weapon that synergizes with this in the M1, sniper rifle, maybe hexagon. They all get a damage upgrade with muscle relaxant, but without being able to buy any of those, we're just gonna buy 2 keys and move on, going down to the oubliette. Anyways. Anyways, yeah, it's been a couple days since I played Enter the Gungeon, just been a bit busy. I'm selling my car because it's a piece of junk and it's gonna be way too expensive to fix. So getting the paperwork and getting that all ready to go is annoying. But I've also been playing a lot of Factorio lately. Factorio, that's a fun game. I've been playing a lot of it, and I don't know what it is about like progressive automation games like that, but I enjoy them. You know, I used to play a lot of Minecraft and building automated factories and with modded Minecraft. Skyblock was a fun one because you literally had to build a factory to build everything in the game because no resources spawn. It's just you have to build a machine that makes the dirt, and then you gotta build a machine that takes the dirt and sifts it into rocks, and you gotta build a machine that takes the rocks and breaks it up into iron, and then like you just gotta keep building machines that feed off of other machines that feed off of other machines, and you gotta build transport systems for everything, and it's frickin' Factorio, and it's wonderful. So progressive automation base construction it's relaxing is what it is. It's relaxing and it's enjoyable, and you can see the progress being made as you have a factory come up out of the ground. It's a lot of fun. I will occasionally use an anvilin shot here. That was a very good one. I think it knocked a couple of the enemies into the drink. I should be charging up anvilin and walking into a room with it because our other weapon, Robot's Right Hand, doesn't have a charge, so if I'm not going to be firing a shot from this, I can always just cancel the charge. But anvilin as a room opener is actually really good. Actually is. Actually. Factorio is one of those games where it feels like it's easier and more fun with more people, because it definitely feels like you've got to constantly be expanding, but if you have multiple people playing along with you, you can kind of expand all at once. You can have, you know, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna build the defenses, I'm gonna build a factory, and then you can just go. You know, you don't have to worry so much about, okay, this is the most pressing thing, I gotta stop everything to work on this one thing, not making progress on anything else. Research in the game definitely feels like it takes a backseat to everything else, so while I've been playing it, I've been constantly hitting these walls where I can't do anything else. I can't research anything else because I need to build a lot of stuff so I can get the automated stuff set up so I can produce higher quality research. It's there's a lot of downtime in the progression while you're building stuff. That might just be a balancing thing though, but it also could just be that Factorio seems like it'd be fun to play with multiple people because you're all building a factory, you can go and see what your friend is doing and you're like, what the hell are you thinking? This, you know, what have you done here? This spaghetti is nonsense. Might try to do that at some point. Find some people who have the game and wanna set up a factory. It feels like it would also be a really boring game to watch. Like doing it for the channel or something. Just because there's so much just wandering around trying to figure out how you're gonna place your conveyor belts, putting down turrets, putting down a wall. It's fun because it's relaxing, I think is what it is. It's I don't know how to describe it. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of when I used to work in a kitchen, and some of the most relaxing times would be when I was we weren't busy, I was just cleaning the kitchen, and I could just kind of do it without any distractions, without anyone bugging me, without having to think about it. You just start cleaning. It's relaxing. It's just the constant repetitive work of it. Maybe that's what's so good about Factorio, just the constant repetitive work that's it makes it so relaxing. But yeah, it's a fun game. If you like progressive automation type games, I think you would like Factorio. Yo, the Anvilin is really nice. Like being able to switch to it to knock like a jammed shotgunner into a pit or something, being able to stun enemies sometimes, it's just very effective. And it actually has a good enough knockback that it hits enemies multiple times frequently. So like, you know, it hit this blob 2 or 3 times and as it went through him. It pierces, so it can hit multiple enemies. It's a good gun. I always underrate the Anvilin. I know a lot of people like using it for its DPS potential. You know, using it for killing big enemies or for boss fights. But I think I underestimate it for just being a gun, being a support gun. It charges pretty quickly. I mean, it does kind of suck that it is a charged gun. But it does reload extremely quickly. Even just this room, like, dealt with the enemies very, very handedly. Oh, and we have a ammo drop, so we should spend a little bit of ammo looking for a secret room. We'll min-max the ammo drop, use the Anvilin for the next room of combat, and then see what happens. Okay, well, that's gonna be a very easy room. Might as well go into the big room and start shooting walls, you know, look for secret rooms. Oh, cough, cough, cough. Feel a little bit stuffed up today. Hope I'm not getting sick. Might as well do this. There can be secret rooms in these big rooms, which can be both a blessing and a curse. You know, if you have a table tech blank, it'll be pretty easy to find the secret room because if there's a table, you just flip it once. But if you gotta shoot all the walls, it's gonna be very annoying. But then again, if you get an ammo drop, you can just kind of clear out one room very easily. It's like, oh, I'll spend this ammo drop shooting all of the walls in this room, like we just did, and then you're done. You've cleared out a big space that could have potentially had the secret room, and then it's just one less room you have to worry about in the future. You know what I hate? I'm just realizing this now. I hate when I think of good things to talk about, like in the shower, or when I'm going to sleep, and I'm like, oh, I'd have a good story for a Enter the Gungeon recording tomorrow. And then I actually sit down to play, and I can't remember what the hell I was gonna talk about. Like right now, I feel like there were a lot of like things, just things, that I had in mind earlier today before I sat down and started playing and recording Gungeon. And now that it's here, now that I'm actually here recording, I cannot for the life of me remember what the hell I was thinking of. Now I gotta figure out what the hell to say. Here's something I can talk about. I had a dream the other night. It's a very weird dream, but I had a dream that someone, I think my dad, destroyed my graphics card on my computer by like short-circuiting it or lighting it on fire or something. And he's like, whoops. And then we went out to try to buy a new one, and we couldn't because, oh, that was just a stupid dodge. Got stuck on the wall. We couldn't buy a new one because there were no other ones, or they were so expensive because they were all being used for cryptocurrency mining. Like, it's just such a random thing. I guess you just hear the stories of, excuse me. I guess you just hear the stories of, you know, like Nvidia and AMD being like, stop buying our cards to do mining. People want a game on our video cards. And people saying that their cards have actually increased in value since they have purchased them because there's kind of a bit of a supply issue right now. They're all getting bought up by cryptocurrency miners. I'm gonna open the black chest. You know, why the hell not? That's kind of my thinking there. We have the ability to do so. We can see what's inside. We can buy a key and get the old crest and go down and fight the old king in the abbey, but I want to see what's in the black chest. Now we could wait, fight the boss, get a guaranteed gun drop, and then open the chest, but if the chest is a gun, being a black level gun will make it probably better than whatever we could get from the boss drop anyways. We will be happy to have it. So I always feel like if you get a black chest item, you might just want to consider just going for it immediately. We get Super Hot Watch, which is actually kind of dull and boring. You know, I've had this multiple times, and I had this item on, ooh, actually, Zombie Bullets Table Tech Rage is a pretty good purchase. Along with Compressed Air Tank, we can't buy everything, but we can buy two things at least. I've had this recently, and I had it on a recent run, not so recent, but I had it on a run where I ended up winning on Blessed Cursed DD20. And it was kind of because of this item. Super Hot Watch made it so that I could actually survive on a Cursed Blessed DD20 mode run. Then I won another Cursed Blessed DD20, but I don't remember what I had on that run. I had a similar powerful run where I had like one good S tier item that just kind of made it work. It may have been Guthur. No, it's a Blessed mode run. It had to have been passive or inactive. What was it that I had on the second victory on Blessed Curse DD20? Oh, Clone, I remember now. I had Clone, and then when I came back to life, you know, as the robot only had 6 HP, but I did have a whole lot of the Payday Familiars, and having those guys certainly made the run a lot easier to handle. I think I also had like a good set of weapons, but I do not remember for the life of me what they were. Yeah, Super Hot Watch, good. I might actually end up selling it though in the future because, you know, this is an item that you can get a no-hit run out of Super Hot Watch. You can win any run basically with Super Hot Watch. I don't care if you're doing it the entire game only using your starting pistol and you have the Lord of the Jammed after you at the same time. Like, you should be, not should, you could, anyone I think could win just using Super Hot Watch doing a no-hit run or something. Whatever your challenge is, this item is gonna help you complete it, because it is so good. But at the same time, it kind of does make the run a little bit, dare I say, too easy. Dare I say that this item is, oftentimes, as people say it, boring. People say Super Hot Watch is boring because it gives you such a high chance of being able to win, because it's such a good item. It's black level for a reason, folks. But then people say that it's boring because it takes a long time to do a run. And there's something to that, you know, if you have a clone, it's gonna take a long time to do a run, but at least with the clone you have a chance to gain a lot more upgrades. You know, you're gonna be getting twice as many passive actives in guns, so you can have twice a chance of having a really bombastic run. It's like my word of the month right there, bombastic. But Super Hot Watch is just, you do it all on one run with whatever you got. So maybe it is slightly more dull than something like Clone. Bombastic. I keep, like that's, I say that word like once a video, and then as soon as I say it, it's like, I shouldn't be saying bombastic. Not because it's like, not because of the word, but just because I always think of that PlayStation 2 game, Bombastic, and it's like a puzzle dice-based game. Although the only reason why it's dice-based is because the puzzle blocks are dice. But that was a fun game, I remember. Bombastic. Should give that a go at some point. I think that's why that word is so highly valued in my lexicon. I think I'm gonna take Compressed Air Tank. I think that this is the best purchase here. Professor Groupton sells things on the cheap. Compressed Air Tank is an extremely good boss killing weapon. We have an S tier passive, an A tier gun would go along with it nicely. With 86, we would be able to afford one more item, Table Tech Rage or Zombie Bullets. I think you go Table Tech Rage. Zombie Bullets is nice, but being able to have a little bit higher damage output I think is gonna be a little bit more valuable. Found the secret room, it contained a key and a piece of armor. Because we have an extra key, I could go and open the blue chest, but I actually don't think it's necessary. What would we get out of it? We would get a gun. Would that be worth it? I mean, it all depends on what kind of a blue level gun you get. You could get a Dungeon Eagle and be like, oh, okay, well, you know, Dungeon Eagle. Or you could get a frickin' Mahogany and be like, okay, Mahogany, that's my room clearer for the rest of the game. But I'm kind of liking the Robot's Right Hand and villain we've got going on, and we can save the key for the next floor and hopefully be able to buy something or open a chest that is of a higher caliber. Praise be to the caliber. And we'll see what happens. So what's the theme of this run? I mean, because of Super Hot Watch, the theme of this run is Super Hot Watch. You know, we could just try our best to get a no-hit run. We could take the old crest down to bullet hell. We could give that a shot. Do we want to do that? I don't know. Possibly, maybe not though. But I think I'm gonna sell it. I think I'm gonna sell Super Hot Watch at the next opportunity. I'm gonna keep it because it is still a good item, and I can always just keep moving to kind of negate the effect of the temporal slowdown. You know, I don't think I'm gonna not take it just because it's a good item and it's like, oh, it's too good. No. No, Super Hot Watch stays for the time being. But yeah, I think I'll sell it. Now that's assuming, of course, that we can even get a cell creep, which is not guaranteed in the slightest. I've had a couple people tell me that you can kill bullats by dodge rolling into them. That's true, you can, but it's actually very much dependent on where you are in the game right now. Because on this floor, I could probably kill the shotgun bullet by dodge rolling into him, but the problem is that eventually I will not be able to. I will not be able to kill them by dodge rolling into them. They actually do have, you know, HP. Unlike the blobs, where if you dodge roll into them, they die instantly, the bullets don't do that. You actually have to, that's weird, do enough damage to kill them. So, you can, early in the game, dodge roll into bullets to kill them, but eventually it stops working. Against a jammed bullet, you can't dodge roll into him and kill him. It's like, the way I think about it is that the game is hard-coded. It's got a special case condition that says that if you dodge roll into a bullet, into a blob, he dies. Against other enemies, it doesn't work, but against the bullets, it does work. That's the way I think about it. It's got special case code for handling the blobs. And I think that basically adequately covers the bullet issue. The bullets are not, they are a small, relatively weak enemy that dies in one hit, except that's not true because the silver bullets don't. They die in 2 hits on the oubliette. And they die in 1 shot on the first floor, but 2 shots on the oubliette. You know, they actually have HP that you have to get through in order to kill them. Yeah, I think that it's just a special case added to the game. I don't know if it's because of DD20. I actually don't think that's the case because back when DD20 didn't exist, you could kill them by dodge rolling into them. But it is a special case that exists in the game. Because I've tried it once before. I've tried it on, it's like the 3rd or the 4th floor or something. I tried to dodge roll into a bullet and he didn't die. And I ended up taking damage, and then the blank ended up killing him or something like that. Can't quite remember. You gotta remember, I've got table tech rage. Flip those damn tables. Even if it might be a little bit unnecessary to kill a frickin' sniper. There's a reason why I bought this. Rage is just so much better than sight. I say this every time I get sight or rage, or they both appear, but it really is. You don't get the bugs. You don't get the charged shot issue with table tech sight. And if you're doing a DD20 mode run, you're not gonna want table tech sight. You're not gonna want it to randomly fire your charge weapon. You're not gonna want it to fire additional triple shots that might spawn blobs or activate unfriendly fire. You're not gonna want those. Might as well. We have an ammo drop. It'll take a sec, but it's in the best interests of our run. Just take some shots at walls and then we'll pick up the ammo drop. Because the rat, he won't touch your ammo drop if you're 1 room away and you scare him off. He'll touch your ammo drop if you get further away from that. But for now we're okay. Could be a secret room there, I'll check it. I'll spend 1 ammo in the Anvilin. Dude, the Anvilin, it's been working out nicely. There's the drop-off point. So I guess we are gonna go down to the Abbey and fight the old king. Why not? Also, where is the AG&D updates? I think Dodge Roll have learned from their past mistakes. They're keeping a very tight lip on Advanced Gungeons and Dragons, but because they announced it so long ago, everyone's like, where's the news? It's supposed to be out by now. Which is a good thing. It's good that people are excited about it. But they, Dodge Roll kind of spoiled the enthusiasm a little bit by saying that the game was gonna be, or the update was gonna be coming out, and then end up taking a million years to finish the Switch version. But I don't mind. It'll come out when it comes out, you know? Okay, well this is actually kind of not the best. Although I'm glad that, you know, time doesn't just move when you're standing on the frickin' platform. Which I guess was honestly what I expected, even though that would be silly. We are very close to the boss fight. And this chest is very close to the boss fight room itself. It's kind of surprising that It's just one room away. I know that there are different layouts, blueprints for the floors, but honestly, I don't have the care to learn the different floor layouts. Pot, Amoconda. Amoconda is probably gonna get Anvilin and Compressed Air Tank. Compressed Air Tank, good DPS. The Anvilin, good for killing the turrets because they're a long ways away. You know, the shark from Compressed Air Tank, it's gonna home in on whatever's near you. It's gonna home in on the snake, most likely. So I think that this is actually acceptable. Kind of just like 3 shots, switch. Yeah, yeah. Okay, we'll fire 1 shot. Behold the power of Super Hot Watch and making it very easy to flawlessly Amoconda here, most likely. And now we're just gonna go to town because the Amoconda's almost dead. Excellent, 15 shots in the Compressed Air Tank. I mean, this is why you take Compressed Air Tank, I think. It is just so damn ammo efficient. It is a remarkable gun. It is a great boss killer. I love it. So now we have to ask ourselves a very important question. Do we want to open the brown chest if it's going to have a passive active in it? Do we want to buy the bomb item and have free ability to access secret rooms? I think because we're going down to the Abbey, that's a pretty good choice. If I go down to the next floor with 2 keys, I can open both chests on the floor even if they are wicked instantly. But if the shop is locked, we might not be able to get into the shop. It's a bit of a risk, but we do have Compressed Air Tank. But if the Compressed Air Tank destroys the chest, because it bounces around a lot, the shark that is, it could destroy the chest and not just put out the wick. So we are actually kind of in a weird position here. I think I will spend a key to open this. We get the escape rope, which is terrible. We will transition that into the bomb purchase. We will buy a key. We will destroy the brown chest, and then we will go down to the next floor with 3 keys? Really? 3 keys? I expected to go down to the next floor with 1 key, not 3. Okay, well, I mean, this is good too. Oh, sorry, I shot in your shop. I would like to find the secret room, but I have no idea where it's gonna be. We have Grey Mauser, we can steal. Probably not gonna do too much stealing. That's not what I wanted to do. I have no idea where the secret room is. I mean, it could be right here. This is a pretty likely place for it. No, it'd be to the right of this room, I suppose. Kind of wasting and villain shots here, but I don't know. I don't know where he's gonna be. Grey Mauser lets us steal. As a result, I think I am gonna keep it for the time being. We might want to end up using it to spawn LJ in the future. I mean, we do have Super Hot Watch. As soon as I find a shop, though, I'm gonna be selling Super Hot Watch. But if we just want to become cursed, spawn LJ, and then slow things down a bit, we could do that. We could gun munch. I was thinking about gun munching the Grey Mauser with the science cannon, but then I decided against it. Well, you know, if we have an extra blank, let's pop it. Because not only do I want to kind of keep the science cannon, because it is a beam weapon, and it is our only beam weapon. But Grey Mauser, you know, maybe there is gonna be an opportunity for us to steal. This is not what I wanted to do. It's nice that you get the invisibility instantly. You know, if you have the box item, for instance, the box does not apply the invisibility. Did I say invincibility? I meant invisibility. The box does not apply the invisibility instantly. You actually have to be out of the line of sight of enemies, or you have to be in a different room. So you can't pop it on a room with a shopkeeper. You have to pop it outside of the room with a shopkeeper. It's an interesting item, but I don't think it's very good. It lets you steal. But you know, we've got Grey Mauser, so it doesn't matter. But the Grey Mauser could be a nice support weapon. You know, if you're in a tough room, you could just use all the ammo. I didn't mean to actually pop the shot. You could use all of your ammo in it, or take, you know, 10 shots out of the Grey Mauser. Become invisible, reposition yourself, avoid taking damage. The problem is you have to have the wherewithal ahead of time to do that. You would have to switch to the weapon, then fire off 10 shots, then activate the reload. So it would be kind of difficult, I think, to do. I might end up blanking this, because this is not very good. I could dodge roll directly left or dodge roll directly up. I'm gonna dodge roll directly up. Yeah, okay. Oh, get out of here. I thought that maybe the Anvilin would stun the jammed ghost, and as a result I could make the dodge roll, but it didn't actually stun the jammed ghost. And I think it did kill it, but the ghost did fire off an additional shot before it died. So if the Anvilin had stunned the ghost, I think I wouldn't have had to use a blank there. So, kind of sucks, but it's not that bad. I just kind of got myself cornered there, really. I should have moved out of the corner a long time ago. I do that a lot. I get myself cornered. I end up taking damage or having to use blanks to avoid taking damage, when really I should just frickin' not get cornered. You know, have better positioning. I think I said that earlier. I said positioning is important in Gungeon, and I think I'm learning that more and more as I go. You gotta use the fact that enemies have a preferred distance to you. You have to do your best to keep your distance when possible, but not back yourself into a corner, literally. Except there is that room on the 4th floor, I believe, that is kind of ridiculous, where you you walk into the room and there's like 4 shotgunners next to you. That room sucks. And you're literally just like in the doorway and you can't move because they're gonna kill you. I hate it. I hate that room. Specifically using the bomb here to put a little bit of knockback on that King Bull out there. He is stunned, good. He moves a lot, sometimes enemies that are jammed, they don't move a lot. That guy moved a lot. The chest should be trying to come straight for me. Yeah. Just hit him a couple of times with the Anvilin and he is not gonna be a problem. We have the bomb, let's use it. That's why I brought it along. Ah, brown chest, junk. I mean, I could open it. Let's open it. I never open brown chests. Let's have an opening of the brown chest run here, at least if it's not locked. Although with the number of keys that we have, maybe we will be opening brown chests in the future, but I want to open more brown chests. I think. I oftentimes want to open brown chests, just to see what's inside of them. You never know when you're gonna get a potion of lead skin. I guess it didn't really matter in our situation because I'm gonna stick with the bomb, I think. You're gonna die. You're not a jammed gun cultist. You're gonna be dead. That's a shot. I mean, I guess I could take a little bit of time here shooting walls, but I'm probably not gonna find anything, but let's do it. Let's take a second. Oh, I blanked in the room, so we already know that there's not gonna be a secret room there. Lovely. No cell creep. Lovely. So I can't get rid of the frickin' super hot watch yet. Just want to get rid of this. I mean, I don't really want to get rid of super hot watch because it is good, but a part of me does want to get rid of it because it's like, well, if I get rid of it, we'll have a more difficult run. And I can say that without spawning LJ. That's the benefit that I want. That's the give and take, the pro and con. Have a difficult run, or have a more difficult run than you have right now. Don't summon LJ. It's a win-win. I don't have table tech stun, do I? That was just an Anvilin shot. I think it was just an Anvilin shot. Just wanted to wait a sec to block the bullet. This is a good run. And we don't have a lot. I think that just goes to the testament that maybe Anvilin is just like a really good weapon. Like, it kills things very quickly, it pushes them back, gives you the distance that you need, pushes enemies into pits, fires very quickly. Is this like what the Frost Giant's like? Is this why people say that the Frost Giant is good? Because it's basically just, it's good. It's not like high in ammo capacity, it's just a good weapon that you can use when you need to. Ah, you cannot suck in the Anvilin. Hell, you know, that might be a good enough reason to keep an Anvilin. Frickin' red mages can't absorb the shots. It's another benefit to the weapon. Dude, this is a very underappreciated gun. Although maybe it's exactly appreciated as much as it should be, and I'm the one who underappreciates it. But it's really good. It's been working out well. It's a good support weapon. Hell, 2 bullets on a room is still pretty efficient, you know? But the knockback is so nice. These enemies are getting pushed back, and then they get hit again. Heavy bullet. Anvilin is perfect for synergies. It's perfect for like a fat bullets, a stout bullets. I think there's a couple. Heavy bullets, that's the other one. Anything that makes the bullets bigger and gives them more knockback and makes them slower. That's what I want. That's what I want. Give me a themed run around the Anvilin having big shots. I will take it. Green chest, not a mimic. We get the wolf. Bark, bark. Bark, bark, motherfucker. Pardon the language. Okay, Brother Alburn, don't make my new dog bite you. He's hungry, he's been in the chest for a long time. Ghost bullets. I mean, our shots already have piercing, and hey, called it. Dungeon Eagle, lovely. Our bullets already have piercing, but I guess it's good to have additional piercing on shots that are not the Anvilin. We're gonna be using compressed air tank. We're gonna be using, I don't know, Dungeon Eagle? I kind of don't want to use Anvilin. I mean, I know it's a good weapon. I know I've just been saying it's a good weapon, but I kind of want to save it to use for room clearing. It's been working out very nicely. We don't have a speed upgrade. We do have time slowdown though. But compressed air tank should be able to wound this guy a whole heck of a lot. And as a result, hey, thanks to the super hot watch, I was able to anticipate that attack. Unlike every other time he fires that attack. All right. Wolf is doing a little bit of damage. He's helping. Run. That circular attack, the one that's got like one full set of circles and then one partial set of circles, feels like that attack, it rotates in one of 2 different directions, but maybe it always rotates slightly counterclockwise. I actually don't know. It'd be good to figure out though. Because if it always rotates a little bit counterclockwise, you can kind of position your dodges, I think, a little bit more effectively. But if it could rotate in one of two different directions, I think it's more important to have a kind of a reflex for it. You know what? Nice. Don't fire my gun. Then these will split. Could dodge directly upwards. Hey. Being able to, slow down time means that you have great decision making. It's like, oh, I actually have a second here. I can dodge. I could dodge up, and then if he doesn't attack immediately, then I can blank it, and if he doesn't, then I can be safe, because the time's gonna slow down and I can make another decision in the future. Yo, RPG, I love the RPG. Everyone hates on the RPG. You gotta realize, the RPG is a support weapon. RPG is not a main damage dealer. Right. As a result, we can use this to kill enemies very easily when we walk into a room. It's gonna be fun, it's gonna be fine. Let's pick up the key, pick up the armor. Don't need the blanks, don't need the heart locket. Gun munching though, do we want a gun munch? Sure, why not? Let's gun munch. Lowercase r, and we'll gun munch the Gungeon Deagle. Or the Dungeon Geagle. Because it's not a very good gun. I was using it for the fight because it actually does have okay damage output, but the Scrambler is so much better. So much better for everything except for red mages, because the birds that you fire, the homing birds, will home in on you. This is much better, I think. So we have been using Anvilin starter pistol. Let's use RPG starter pistol. I think the Anvilin's better than the RPG though, because the Anvilin you can fire more quickly at multiple enemies. RPG, you fire it at one enemy and then that's it. That's your shot. We can though do stuff like this. There we go. That worked nicely. Yeah. The time slowed down, you can do stuff like that. That was very nice. No one stood a chance. Yeah, RPG is just so good at getting a kill on one enemy or just clearing a bunch of small enemies that have grouped together. I guess it's will take a little bit more to kill that guy. But, I mean, I know which one is you. Does the dog home in on the real one, or does the dog not know which one's real? Because it seemed like the dog was homing in on the real one. That could have just been that was the one that he randomly decided to home in on, you know? Oh, God, this sucks. That worked out surprisingly well. The bomb. Oh, whoops. I thought I had the Anvilin out. It worked out surprisingly well. Ah, piercing doesn't work against bullet bubbles? Rude. Is the, ooh, wait a minute. Oh, you know what? The RPG is still actually blowing up, I think. Cause it like hits and then it has a short delay on the fuse and then it explodes anyways. Yeah, it seems like it's working fine. You gotta be careful with things that give you piercing on explosive weapons, because if they disrupt the explosiveness of it, then you lose a lot of the benefit. So against bosses, I think the RPG will be fine, but I think the grenade launcher would have problems, because the grenade launcher, or the M16 grenade launchers, or the grenades on the launcher of the M16, that would bounce and then explode off of the boss, and that's not good. Or off of the enemy. But it seems like the RPG has like actual like impact explosiveness, which is actually kind of nice. I mean, I wanted to kill Big Mushroom Man, but this works fine too. Just be able to, you know, switch to the RPG, kill one enemy or weaken one enemy. and then divert your attention elsewhere. It's a great weapon for simplifying your life in Gungeon. Well, I mean, it actually makes it a little bit tougher because you have to min-max a little bit more. You have to actually take care to switch weapons. It does add a little bit of complexity to it. So we got Big Boy and we have Spice. I'm looking at this and I'm like, we can steal one. Big Boy for 63, Spice for 63. I mean, yeah, we could do it. You wanna do Spice? We could do Spice. Big Boy Spice, Super Hot Watch until we can sell Super Hot Watch. I mean, this is one reason why I kept the thing that we've got. You know, the whatever it's called. Gray Mauser, that one, the one that lets you steal. That's one reason why I kept it. We can abuse it to let us steal. Oh man, utility belt, awesome. I think we're gonna buy that. We're going to, okay, we got it. We're not gonna buy it now, but I know exactly what I wanna do here. I know exactly what I wanna do here. So I'm just min-maxing this a little bit here. Oh, you moved, I missed, jerk. Uh-oh. Dog's gonna activate him. So here's what we can do. And I think we might actually do that here on this floor, but it's gonna depend a lot on what we get from the boss, I think. But if we use Gray Mauser, we can steal from a shop, then we can buy the grappling hook, or steal the grappling hook, and then use that to steal from the shop again a second time. But does that even benefit us? Because as soon as we steal once, the shop's gonna close. Spice is an active item. It doesn't get used immediately, and Spice also only raises your curse by half a level, so we could do that. Okay. There's a lot of complexity on this decision here. I think what we have to do is you know what? I think what we have to do is we have to buy Spice, use Spice, steal Big Boy, steal Grappling Hook, and then use the Grappling Hook for stealing in the future. I think that's what we have to end up doing. And then what would we take with us into the future? Probably Big Boy Grappling Hook. Grappling Hook is good when the Big Boy is on cooldown. Or even just in general, I mean, Big Boy is just pretty good. Thank you, Wolf. So this run, I think, is gonna get a lot more complex here very shortly. But I guess that's what we're here for, isn't it? Will that kill him? No. I was very much hoping it would. But at least it did enough damage to that blue shotgunner that we were able to kill him very quickly after. Excuse me. Does time slow down when we are slow? No. Super Hot Watch just doesn't work when you're in a minecart. Okay. Oh, I keep thinking I have the Anvillain still. Anvillain. Anvillain! Keep just shooting a shot into the wall right before I go into another room or something. It's just like, damn it. You know, there's no reason to do that. We have to take compressed air tank because it's empty. We're not trying to save ammo by min-maxing or anything. You know what? You die. I don't mind spending 1 RPG to kill a frickin' mage. I think that's gonna knock... Ooh, just straight up killed one of the shotgunners, but I thought it was gonna knock him into a pit or something. We don't have anything that, oh, don't stand here. We don't have anything that gets worse because of piercing bullets, but we very easily could. Again, grenade launcher or M16 would be a little bit awkward. But as long as we just kind of keep going, I think we should be fine. I think we're fine to use the RPG for as long as we want. This room is pretty easy, but I managed to take damage on it very frequently. Luckily, we were able to bypass the trap room though, which was kind of nice. I know what we have to do here. There's a correct course of action on this room, and it is destroy that thing, the turret, with explosions. Because you can destroy it with explosions. I think I'm actually gonna use the anvil in here though. Yo, the knockback is too good! It is actually really good. Okay, what are we doing? I guess we're still exploring, and we should spend a key to go into the... This is a chest room. No, it's not. Why did I think that? We should probably spend a key to get into the room with the NPC before we fight the boss. Because if I'm gonna do this gambit with stealing, I wanna do this... I should do it after the boss fight, shouldn't I? There's no reason to do it right now, really. Do I really want to have to fiddle with LJ on the boss fight? Not really. That was a good RPG. You know what, we should probably fight the boss first. Yeah. We should also, I think... No, if we're gonna steal, then we're gonna steal... Are we gonna steal utility belt or grappling hook? Does it matter? I don't think it matters. Yeah, you're a mimic. Nice. How come my shots are getting hit on the wall? My shots keep getting hit on a wall or something. Speed upgrade, lovely, lovely, lovely. And we have a bomb. Blank, a key. Let's definitely access the NPC room. Map man. We've completed his map. Do we want to get an item now or later? Dun, 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 dun. 49, 63. We're not gonna keep the bomb. Okay, spice, big boy, grappling hook, utility belt. We can get everything. You buy spice, you eat it. You steal big boy, you come in here, you steal grappling hook. No, I think you steal utility belt, you buy grappling hook, and then you keep the shop alive for the next floor. Because if we steal utility belt with grappling hook, he closes his shop immediately because you stole from him and he can see you. He's like, hey, you did that with a grapple. It's not like you're invisible and he's like, where'd it go? It's not like you charmed him and he's like, why did I give that away for free? You stole it. He saw you steal it with the grappling hook and he's like, you son of a, close up shop. So I think what we want to do is we want to buy spice, we want to buy grappling hook, we want to steal utility belt, we want to steal big boy, then we want to talk to the NPC, and we want to do all of this after we fight the boss because we might as well. Might as well try to get a flawless out of it. Okay. I think that's what we want. And we have good speed. We have time slowdown because of this stupid item that gives us time slowdown. It's not a stupid item, but it feels stupid sometimes. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hey! Hope I destroyed it. We had an opportunity. I hope it worked out. It did, we destroyed his big bullet. His bullet of bullshit. Oh, we can do it again. If you have like an RPG or grenade launcher, that's a good time to use it whenever he spawns that mine bullet. Because if you can destroy the mine bullet, then it's going to prevent a lot of bullet helliness. Immunity to poison and more HP. And we've already found the secret room, so there's no reason really to move on. I'm gonna talk to him right now, because if I talk to him right now and he gives me a cursed item, then I can steal spice and the big boy without having to buy the spice. You gave me the Void Marshal, which is good. Okay, so step 1. We buy. It doesn't work because as soon as we buy from her, we become cursed and LJ is spawned and then the big boy disappears. Because I want spice, I want big boy, I want grappling hook, and I want utility belt. But I gotta figure out a method of making this work that works. And I think I know what it is. Okay. We are going to, I mean, I think I'm gonna buy, okay. We're gonna steal both items from Cursula. The only thing we need to buy is grappling hook. Yes, okay, so I'm talking it out because it's a complex situation here. We buy grappling hook. We buy everything we want from the shop except for utility belt. We Grey Mauser, steal utility belt. 10 cursed, LJ spawns, shopkeeper disappears. We'll see him on the next floor. Cursula. We steal using Grey Mauser once, and then we steal using the grappling hook, which is a guaranteed success, but a guaranteed getting caught, and then we will get caught, and then Cursula will disappear, but who cares because we don't care about Blood Brooch. Okay, that works. We buy everything. We have 4 items for the cost of 49, plus LJ. But let's do it anyways because why the hell not? Okay. So we'll buy, sure, I'll buy a glass guanstone. I'll buy a blank just for extra blankage on the next floor. We'll buy the grappling hook. Oh no, the bomb! I don't care about the bomb. I'm using big boy later anyways. We're gonna buy the key just to make sure I have enough keys. Then we are going to get out of the shop because Grey Mauser will only give you the, here, I'll show it to you. If I'm standing in the shop here and I reload, oh, it does work. What? I guess Grey Mauser works regardless of your position or something. Okay, look, obviously I have no idea what I'm talking about. I think the box, you use the box in the shop, you don't get the symbol over your head, but I guess Grey Mauser is just, it overrides it. So we're gonna steal this. Okay, now he is summoned. We are going to, I'm gonna very quickly go into Cursula's shop. So I'm here, teleport to the exit. We have utility belt, right? Yeah. We're going to steal Big Boy and Spice. Once with Grey Mauser invisibility, once with the grappling hook. That way we guarantee success on the second try. And you know what? Fuck it. If it says steal, I'll steal. Spice, steal, Big Boy, steal. Okay, I want Big Boy, I want Spice. We'll use Spice, we'll pick up the grappling hook. Blood Brooch is 63. How come she didn't get angry that I stole Big Boy? Was it because I was invisible still? Steal? If it's because I was still invisible, we could get Blood Brooch. Okay, now she knows it was me. That was weird. I have no idea what happened there. She didn't care that I stole from her. Was it because I was standing next to her and the shot was going through her? Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. Weird. I'm taking Blood Brooch, by the way, so we can sell it if there's a cell creep on the next floor. Okay, so we have Big Boy. We still have the RPG. We still have Robot's right hand. Let's go. It's gonna be a lot more difficult on this run now that we have LJ after us, but you know, why not do it? Why not do it? That's why you keep Grey Mauser, for stealing purposes. You know what? Did he turn into a key bulletkin for a split second? I actually don't know. I'm not gonna worry about min-maxing LJ, but look at that, look at that! Freaking Big Boy is already mostly charged. Thought I activated a big boy for a second. I was gonna be very salty. You die first. You die. Gotta remember that we have the stun on the grapple, but also gotta remember that we have the big boy. The big boy is awesome. It's gonna take a little bit of effort to kind of constantly be swapping between different items, but because we have time slowdown, it actually shouldn't be that bad. Oh, okay, get frozen. I'm hoping it's not gonna be that bad anyways. I'm hoping we'll be fine with it. We won't get ourselves confused somehow. Big problem is if I'm gonna think that I'm gonna be slowed down, but I'm not gonna be slowed down because of the grapple, because the grapple slows you down when you use it, but as soon as it hits a wall, I will absolutely do this. As soon as you hit a wall with the grapple, you know what? Then you don't get the time slowdown anymore until you stop. Hello? That was strange, just a little bit. Just a little bit of my guans. I don't know, something. Not musically, oh dude, grapple, so good here. Friggin' just freeze that guy. Prevent him from doing anything. I should have probably, you know, swapped to the big boy, popped the big boy here, as I said I should do a second ago. But I want to save the big boy charge for the next room here, because it's do it without taking damage, and the big boy is pretty good at that. I think I already paid his money, his fee. Yeah, we paid his fee. Okay, so it does transmute all of the enemies, and then it does damage to them. That must be why the big boy is so good at recharging itself, because it transmutes the enemies into mutant bulletkins, and if they're jammed, it does enough damage to kill them like instantly. That seems pretty good. Oh, 6th chamber! We've done it! It must be pretty cool. If I remember correctly. Feeds upon curse. Dude, this is awesome. So we now have like 30 levels of coolness, I think. That's pretty good. The frickin' big boy item now starts half charged, and then whenever we use it, it charges itself up by at least half. So theoretically, we should have like never-ending big boys. I'm not gonna use it on this room just because there's only 2 enemies on it. I'll use it on the next room, I think. You know what? No! Never-ending big boys. Well, I think I screwed that one up a little bit. I should have stuck by not using it because I had already like mostly killed the enemies, but dude, this is awesome. This is very, very, very cool. This is a synergy. This is a synergy that I want. It's a very good synergy. It's a very strong synergy. Because if it works the way I expect it to, then Big Boy is potentially able to be used, not infinitely, but close. I say close because if there's enough enemies in a room, you pop Big Boy, you kill them all, the wave or the room ends, you walk into the next room, Big Boy's already charged, and then you rinse and repeat. So like a room like this, Big Boy's charged. You launch another one, Big Boy's mostly charged. Oh, this is good. This is real good. Dude, we have duct tape. Okay. We have poison immunity, I think. Yeah, gas mask. But we have frickin' duct tape? So I gotta think about this, and I gotta think, what do we want to duct tape? I know exactly what I want to duct tape. Science cannon RPG, we would have 648 RPGs that reload instantly. That seems pretty good. We could also do Scrambler, but I think we want to do Science Cannon RPG. Now, it'll be a shame if we get a better weapon later in the floor somehow, but how can I say no to potentially having so many RPGs? It would be fantastic. I think we gotta do it. So, we move over. Oh, we can also steal. We can steal twice. Okay, hold on. So we steal once with Grey Mauser and once with the grapple. What do we want? Do I want barrel? Not really. I don't really want the poison immunity either, but taking damage and creating poison underneath me is kind of nice. The barrel's a weapon though, but we won't need a weapon once we gun munch the RPG. Not gun munch, but absorb it into the other weapon that we're talking about here. So we're gonna steal duct tape. We are going to, I guess while we're in slow motion, we should do it. We're gonna duct tape the RPG first, the Science Cannon second, pick up the grapple, steal this. He's angry. I don't care because I have infinite RPGs essentially. And all of a sudden, this is so good. I say all of a sudden, it's been good for a while. It's got like a rate of fire that you've got to get around first, but it's basically infinite RPGs. This is really good. That's as fast as I can fire them. But still, you don't have the reload of the RPGs, which is half of the problem with the RPG. So I think we have a new, this is not the right way. This is a confusing room. We have a new room killer and boss killer? So, you know, pop that. It's pretty good. I guess it makes sense that there is a little bit of a delay because, you know, Cormorant, I don't think he can, why not? Big boy, already charged. Cormorant, I don't think he can, you know, literally instantly, fire the RPG infinitely fast, but I guess there is a short delay, which is fine. I don't know where you are, but it doesn't matter. I have so much ammo efficiency in this gun. I'm actually gonna take it for the Grey Mauser, I think. More opportunities to steal. I don't need ammo drops for this weapon. We've done so much damage to the room prior to this room that we almost destroyed a chest. Lovely. We get the mass shotgun. Another good choice potentially for gun munching, but we've already made our decision here. And I do not have a problem with my decision at all. My decision, I think, was a good one. We also break bullets, you know, don't forget about that. Also, don't forget about that. I don't know why that didn't work. I guess I shifted away from it, so. Maybe I was overestimating the damage potential in the RPGs, but it's still really good. You know, standard enemies are dying instantly. We're killing it, entire rooms with the big boy, and it's getting charged literally instantly. Like, this is high quality. And we did it. We got 6th chamber, 10th level curse. It's the dream come true. It is the benefit to LJ, to the 10th level of curse, because we have frickin' 30 coolness or whatever it is right now, maybe even more. Every time we steal, we actually do benefit. We get 2 coolness out of it. You know what? turn them into mutant bulletkins, kill them, recharge Big Boy. It's so weird. Big Boy is my best weapon. You open a room with it, doesn't matter. I should have probably not used it on that room because, I mean, they died very quickly. I mean, for a situation like this, freeze them. Keep freezing him. Oh, you're dead. You're so dead. Okay. Magic bullets, sufficiently advanced. Lovely. Might as well look for secret rooms as I'm moving here. We can do it very efficiently with infinite ammo in this weapon. We haven't even been to our primary shop, but honestly, that frickin' Professor Gupton. Oh, it's so good. My favorite shopkeeper. We were such good customers earlier buying from him on the like first floor, I think it was, that he decided to come back, open up his shop just for us. And what? And he was disappointed. So this is normally the case that has the Prime Primer. You buy it on the second floor in order to unlock the bullet that can kill the past and the gun that can kill the past, killer past, all that good stuff. I've never seen it have spice in it. I've never seen it since then, since the Prime Primer. I'm absolutely gonna buy it. I shouldn't have bought it, I should have stolen it. That's a little tiny mistake there. I think we will end up stealing the Rubidine. We might as well, since I accidentally bought spice. What? I didn't mean to reload there. You want to reload here so you can steal. And it doesn't matter if we steal again. It's actually a benefit to us to steal because we get additional levels of coolness. So we're gonna buy that, we're gonna buy that, we're gonna buy that, and I'm gonna steal armor. He's pissed, I don't care. I'm gonna leave. We have 6 blanks. We have a ton of HP. We got a Rubidine. We have RPG gun. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good run. We got a nice theme here, which is curse, damage, and gun munch. Okay, so at this point, we gotta remember that Big Boy is a bullet clearing attack, even though it does take a second to activate. We still have Super Hot Watch. I mean, we might as well use it, right? Oh, he's getting eaten by dog. Might as well spend a few shots with the egg gun. Get some eggs stacked up on him, and that way he should take damage when he rejoins the fight here. Definitely abusing Super Hot Watch, but it's working out. We also, we still have the Science Cannon beam that we can abuse whenever we need to. Don't forget about that. We also have the grapple, which does work to protect us from damage while we are being grappled. We'll break bullets that hit us. So we've got that. So right here, for instance, if we could just do this. I always forget that you can cancel it, because it happens quickly. You can cancel it. The fight's going just fine. We're doing a decent amount of damage with infinite RPGs here. I also have to wonder if maybe we can electrify him, so let's fire both of those, why don't we? You know what? Pop that. Break some bullets. Hey! Thank you, Guanstone. Ooh, you can't break those bullets with Guanstones. Maybe that's why sometimes it feels like I get hit by them when I shouldn't, because you actually can't break the bullets that come out of the walls with Guanstones. Weird. Was there a shrine on the last floor that I forgot? I don't think so. I think it was this floor. But yeah, this is good. This is going fine. Did we find the secret room? Secret room, I don't know. There is still a shrine, and you know what? We should probably blank it. Get some chests out of it. Destroy the chests, get junk. If they're chests, kill them. Wow, you survived for a long time. Table tech sight, I mean, we don't have a charge weapon that we're using right now, so it's actually like, okay. I think. I don't think Big Boy works. We'll give it a shot. Successive blanks have a smaller chance of giving you a chest, but they can still give you chests. Ah, there we go. Okay. We used a lot of blanks. We didn't get very much out of it. We got junk and table tech sight, but maybe table tech sight's gonna be interesting for us. Also, no cell creeps, so I guess I'm gonna hang on to Super Hot Watch. We'll make this a no-hit 20 coolness curse LJ infinite RPG themed run. Seems nice. Right. It's not the only time I've done that. I gotta actually wait for the thing to land before I change weapons. This is why this is so good. We are killing frickin' everything. I'm always very surprised by that. I activated it, and I was still surprised by it. You can suck up RPGs? How rude. Get in the pit. Get in the pit. Four RPGs to kill an enemy. Maybe the RPG is not as great of a weapon as I've made it out in the past, but it's still really good. Get out of here. Also, I did like no damage to a lot of these enemies. Maybe because they were hidden in the walls, the big boy didn't actually like hit them properly or something. Because it definitely feels like I should have done more damage to them, but I didn't for some reason. Also, I should be firing a little bit faster here. I'm just firing slowly because I know if I fire slowly, I'll be able to fire. I don't want to mess up my shots. Free key, I'll take it. We got spice, broccoli, homing bullets. Dude, this is awesome. This is great. This is a good shop. We are gonna spawn LJ as far away as possible. So we're gonna spawn him in this room. We are going to wait for him to spawn. We are going to steal broccoli. Now we're gonna steal spice. Reload. Steal spice. Pop spice. Pick up big boy. Leave. We'll come back. We'll steal broccoli next. And we'll buy homing bullets. Actually, why don't we do that right now? Oh, there's armor. I want the armor. No, let's do it right now. We'll buy homing bullets for 104. We'll steal broccoli. Goodbye. That was a good shop. This is like a run of good shops. And look, there's some armor back, so we made out. We benefited from that transaction, while you did not benefit at all. Probably cold 45. If ever I want another weapon on me, it's probably gonna be that. Freezing. Don't miss with the RPG. Hit me. Spice me up, baby, one more time. I will take spice. We're gonna do more damage, we're gonna have lower accuracy, but with this weapon, I'm not sure it matters. We turned that thing into a chicken. Keep forgetting we have that transmogrifying bullet that we're not really taking advantage of because we don't really need it. I turned that guy into a chicken. I was not expecting to turn enemies into chickens. Come on. We are very fast. I should not worry about the hammer as much as I am worrying about the hammer. Just a lot of frickin' stuff on the screen. I guess that's one of the benefits to having, damn it. It's one of the benefits to having the super hot watch. We can take our time. Die. Extra blank, lovely. We're getting so many drops because of our coolness, which is at ridiculous levels right now. We're probably nearing 40, I think. Which theoretically means that every room has at least a 40% chance of us spawning a consumable upon clearing it. And sometimes that consumable is gonna be, oh, yes. Triple shot. Rage rockets. Ah. We get super slow motion. No! There we go. You were very annoying to kill. You know what? I didn't think I was gonna get over there in time to be able to kill the revolving. Oh, you are absolutely an enemy. Let's grab the one shot of that, one shot of that, 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 shot of that. Orange. Well, pick it up, lead it, grab the big boy, and we'll leave. This run is so weird. It's weird, but in a good way. It's weird and awesome. Take that rocket. It's weird and awesome and very damn good. I did it again. I did it frickin' again. Had the grapple. At least it starts half charged, but I'm doing it again. It's actually really nice that the grapple starts half charged. You can actually permanently keep an enemy locked down with that. Normally you couldn't do that, because the enemy's stun would wear off before the next grapple shot became available, but now we actually can do that. You know what? Just die. There might be another enemy that spawns, and if there is, or a couple of enemies, that'll be another. Bong! Another charge of the big boy. Like, whenever there's one enemy left alive from Big Boy, it's like they have 1 HP remaining or something. What's the deal with that? I'm not complaining or anything, but just freaking die. Die in the giant explosion that kills you. Just wanted to be careful I didn't accidentally, like, hit into the wall or something. Actually, I should be hitting these guys in the wall, but the grappling hook, because if I hit it into the wall, then I would be going for a ride. You guys just stand no chance. You might as well give up. We got a chest. Chest is not a mimic. We will open it, because it's green level. We get the turret. I thought that was an A tier item. I'm not gonna take it, but yeah, I thought that the turret was A tier. I guess it's not. Which I guess is good, because it means it's more likely to show up, but you know, maybe it can appear in multiple different quality of chests. Dude, spice. Spice me, baby. There is no reason not to take spice on this run, I think. Mostly just because we get a benefit from each spice. We are still benefiting from the curse. It's lovely. Wow, okay, well. There we go. Must feel proud of yourself. Must feel happy. That's a mimic? Well, if that's a mimic. I'll just use something else. You know, every once in a while we'll use something else to kill a mimic or whatever. We are done. Let's fight the dragon. Let's fight the dragon after we lure LJ away. Wait, it's still gonna be a hard fight. When we slow down, we use like 0 ammo in this thing. I wonder if time increases in speed if we travel with it. We have to reload? This is fun. This is fun. Okay, I mean, I guess we just straight up use RPGs, so there you go. This will be a good indication of what the damage actually is here. We're breaking bullets occasionally. We should keep an eye out though for SMGs. We probably want to blink them out of the air, I imagine. Oh, we're very close to him. I don't know how we didn't take contact damage. Reload. You gotta press the reload button every time you want an RPG back, but it does reload instantly. So fire, reload, spam, click. Spam click, because I don't want to fire science beam shots. I want to just fire RPGs. Ah, missed one. I missed them both! Oh, no, we don't need to. That's when we want to fire the shot from the science cannon. When those heads come out. I know it's pretty ammo efficient. We have 2 blanks. We've got Big Boy for the heart phase. Come on. Where's the opening? Let's do it. Still have super hot. Oh, I almost walked backwards into a bullet. I am really fast, I'm realizing. I am really effing fast. We gotta be very careful. You know what? I'm just gonna pop the blank there. May have been able to do it in one phase if I was using the alien engine, but I figure with 1 blank and Big Boy, just don't even worry about it. Just do the fight, you know? Oh my god, I'm just so fast! I'm too fast for my own good! Oh my god, I'm just... Like, I almost dodge roll into bullets by dodge rolling away from bullets. It's one problem with speed is that the higher your speed, the further you dodge roll. So because you get into this sense of patterns with your dodge roll, you get familiar enough with the game that these things are instinctual. Having too high of speed actually kind of ruins the instinct on some of the stuff. But still, very good. I don't think we've taken a hit yet on the run, which is nice and all, but again, it's super hot, so as far as I'm concerned, honestly, super hot and Gunther invalidate no-hit runs. Maybe even just like any S tier items invalidate no-hit runs and stuff, because I mean, I'll be honest, we're not doing a no-hit run right now because we're good. We're doing a no-hit run because we have frickin' infinite RPGs and a, I hope that'll knock him into a pit. Oh, the homing shot will. We're doing a no-hit run here because we have frickin' infinite big boys, super hot watch, infinite RPGs, you know, not from play. I said that very poorly. It's a tough room, okay? I had to think about a lot of things. Excuse me? I guess he got turned into that mutant bulletkin. Ooh, we might have a high enough coolness that we're getting homing on like every shot. But if that was true, wouldn't we be getting transmogrification on every shot as well? We're not. You know, absolutely do that here. What's our damage look like with all this spice? Someone count up the spice. I want to know what my spice level's at. My spice level is at. Am I at sporty or am I at scary spice? Still, I don't know. I don't know what my spice level's at. I've not been good. I'm not good at that. Identifying my spice level. Still table tech rage, even though we may lose the sight occasionally. Okay, we got a free chest. It's a mimic. Who cares? We'll kill it. Should have probably not done it like this. Let's try to stun the chest. Then we will walk up to it and kill it with Alien Engine. Which honestly is dumb, because the Alien Engine's only gonna get myself hurt if I am not anticipating the slowdown that happens with it. Alright, well. You're gonna die, buddy. Excuse me. Big boy's charged again. These guys have like 1 health whenever they transform. Okay, well, goodbye. Got the big boy again. Not worth using here. I think I'll save it for the next wave, which will be worse. Thank you. Just wanted to kill the one guy. The shot grub. Make sure he dies. You know what I should be doing? I should not be using... Absolutely. I should not be picking up anything. And then at the end of the floor, we could see what all of our drops are. But I think we can see what the drops are. Drops are good. They are numerous. They are very nice. Dude, grappling hook, very, very good for big enemies like this. You know what? We get the charge back. Yeah, they have like 1 hit point when they transform. Because I killed him with the beam from the science cannon. We just get so... We're getting so strong here. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. This was wonderful. It's a wonderful, wonderful run. Excuse me. What did we get? What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? We got a gun. Void shotgun. It was stuck in the wall. Don't really care about the void shotgun. I'm going this way kind of even though I know it's not the right way to go in right now, just because I want to, I just want to keep the run going. I want to keep exploring. I want to see how many drops we get from the floor. Oh, slower enemy bullets. That's a factor of spice. So actually, more spice is better. The more spice you get, the slower the enemy bullets are. Yes, you lose HP, but hey, we're not the bullet. We're not the pilot. We're not the hunter. We're not the marine. We're not the convict. We do not lose HP by using spice. We only gain. This is not true. You could lose just from using so much spice, taking a lot of damage or something. Nope. There's more spice. Oh! I saw the chicken as soon as I dodge rolled. We got hit from a chicken. How fitting that on this run that we take no damage, and it looks like we will do the run without taking any damage, that we get hit from a frickin' chicken. Sound like Dr. Evil there for a second. Frickin' chicken. That was terrible. I actually tried, it just gets worse. Please die, thank you. You were jammed and you died in one hit? Did I still have Table Tech Rage active, I think? No, because you didn't die in one hit. You took like many hits to kill. Keep up the spice, dude. You know what? I think this room deserves this. It's actually not that bad of a room, but because there's jammed red guys, red novas, it's just like, you know what, just kill them. Is that a good time? That was a good time. Oh, you son of a gun. Grappling hook, good against red mages. Prevents them from sucking up your bullets. Ah. Scared me. Oh, it's so good. Just use the big boy, you get it back immediately. I haven't been, abusing big boy all that much. But we've been in a good enough position that I haven't had to use it. Like, use it. Get the charge, get the charge, get the charge, get the charge. It's working fine. So we actually did kill the fake LJ here. He did get turned into a mutant bulletkin, I think. This is not the right direction. Oh. Goodbye. Oh, so good. We get the armor back anyways. We got the chicken armor back. Grappling hook is made for this guy. We get more spice. This is like... This run is filled with items that I really enjoy, and items that I underrate and overrate, considering the Anvilin and stuff. Even RPG. But I mean, this is a bit of a special case for the RPG here. We have infinite RPGs that reload instantly. We're effectively Cormorant right now. This is actually a Cormorant run, because Cormorant makes it so you have no reload time, and we have no reload time on the RPG. Now, Cormorant doesn't have infinite ammo for his RPG, but we do. So we're actually better than Cormorant. Who needs that rare transformation in the game that, 2% of players have experienced themselves without the need to use Mod the Gungeon to make it happen? Who needs that? We have infinite RPGs in our run here. Might as well do the last room. Pulls LJ away, and I mean, honestly, the rooms have been fine. The rooms have been fun. It's been a blast. Get frickin' homing RPGs on every single shot. I love it. All right. Might as well get as far away as we can get, literally. We'll dodge roll to speed up time. We'll fight the Lich. Infinite RPGs, how many blanks? 3 blanks, good enough. I really want this to be a no-hit run except on the chicken. I gotta sneeze. Hey, my pause button's still set up. Boom! Might as well spend it. That's what it's there for. I'm very happy that Ghost Bullets doesn't screw up the RPGs. I really am. It'd still be a good run, but it's just nice to be able to keep Ghost Bullets for certain but we haven't been using it because we've been using Infinite RPG Gun. So, I don't understand why Ghost Bullets is good. I guess it's nice that it's not bad. It's also a damn shame we have not had a sell creep because we have a lot of items that I want to sell. You know, there's a reason why I took Blood Brooch. It wasn't because we might get 6th Chamber. It was because we could sell it for money. This is just like perfect. Wait, then pop it. It takes a second for it to break bullets. You gotta be wary of that when using Big Boy. I think I make that mistake frequently. I think it breaks bullets instantly, but it doesn't. And you've also gotta be careful because it does a lot of knockback on you. As you just saw there, it almost caused me to get hit by bullets when it went off. But if you're wary of those things, it should be good. We still have 3 blanks left. This phase might be the hardest. Right, you gotta press movement keys to make it work. This phase might be the hardest, but it may be the most annoying. So Big Boy does not count as a blank. That's one benefit of it. So you can actually kind of abuse it in situations like this to get him to break a lot of his bullets without canceling his attack animation. So this should be pretty easy for us to dodge. I used it a little bit early, but honestly that's because of the time slowdown affecting me. And right here, you put it right on top of you basically. I want to go up. And away we go. And it breaks all the bullets. Doesn't count as a blank. He's still doing an attack. He's impotent to hit us. Let's pop it again. Big Boy, such a good item. I just wish it wasn't cursed. I wish I could take it without summoning LJ on a lot of other runs. There we go. There we go. There's, again, we have Super Hot Watch. That's kind of, that's like not allowed on doing a no-hit run, but we did a no-hit run. We only got hurt by dodge rolling into a chicken. A jam chicken can do what Death himself cannot in Enter the Gungeon. Hurt us. I didn't expect him. I didn't expect him there. But that was a fun run. I enjoyed that we were cursed, but we were powerful enough to deal with it. I liked having 6th Chamber and having a whole lot of coolness. But the only way that run could have been better is if I had dropped Super Hot Watch. And honestly, I should have. So I tell you what, I will not pick up Super Hot Watch anymore. I think it's too good of an item. I'm trying to think in my head, are there too good to use items in something like The Binding of Isaac, Mom's Knife, Brimstone, not Mama Mega, but Mega Ma, the Mega, is it just called Mega? The one that's the big old brimstone laser that is from Satan himself? Are those too good to use items? Because this was a too good to use run. We had no problems at all on the entire run, half of which is just because of Super Hot Watch, but half of it is because we had, 40 coolness, 10 spice, Table Tech Rage plus Table Tech Sight. We had the ability to steal from shops, so we had our choice of good items, utility belt, 2 active items, big boy, extra speed, which was unnecessary from the spice, but still good to have, good other weapons, broccoli, which I guess broccoli isn't that super amazing when you have a lot of this other stuff. And it's also not super amazing for the robot, I think, because it does give you HP. No, it doesn't. Broccoli gives you speed and damage, I think, plus a little bit of damage negation, I think. It's been a while, and I'm saying I think a lot because I think. I think. I'm not sure. But that was a fun run. That was a good run. A lot of just really good items that I like having, and we got another kind of themed run, which I do enjoy. And the theme of this run was no damage, slow motion, infinite RPGs. Didn't even think about the infinite RPGs in this list because I don't see it. I see the science cannon. Infinite RPGs and just a ton of damage, and it was a lot of fun, a lot of curse, and a lot of coolness. So thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Enter the Gungeon.